Welcome to this week's virtual Drasha. This week we have the incredible privilege to read Parshas Emor. And I want to share with you a beautiful idea. The Torah says this is right before Chamishi, right before the fifth Aliyah, Perek Chav Gimel Pasuk Chav Bayis, chapter 23, verse 22. When you harvest your field. So again, the Torah is telling us when we're in Eretz Yisrael, we're harvesting our field. Lo sechala pa'as sadcha bekutzrecha. Do not harvest the corner of your field. The leket kitzircha lo silaket. And if you drop stalks of wheat when harvesting, when bringing in the crop, don't go back and collect them. La'ani v'lager tazavosam. For the poor person, for the stranger, leave them. Ani Hashem Elokechem. I am Hashem your God. Here the Torah is introducing us to these concepts, to these agricultural mitzvos of tzedakah. Leket, we also include over here shechacha and peah. I'm harvesting my field. I go ahead and I drop a stalk, leave it for the poor, don't go back. I'm gathering the bundles, I forget a bundle, leave it. Shechacha, leave it alone, don't go back. Peah, I'm harvesting my field, leave one corner of the field for the poor. Mitzvah to take care of everyone. So when I'm literally collecting my bounty, I am harvesting my physical produce, my material wealth, leave some for the poor. Leket, shechacha, and peah. Rashi HaKodesh says something so incredibly beautiful. Rashi says, now it's in the context of a much larger thought, so I'm only quoting to you like one line out of Rashi, but Rashi says as follows. He says, Mikan l'lamdecha, shakala nosein leket shechacha upeya la'anli karoi, that whoever gives leket, shechacha, and peah, so whoever leaves these tithes for the poor, again, leket, you forget a stalk, shechacha, you forget a bundle, peah, you leave a corner unharvested for the poor. Listen to this. Ma'alin alov ki'ilu bana beis hamikdash. It's as if you've built the beis hamikdash, vehikriv alov karbanos besocho, and you offered up karbanos inside of it. Now, Rashi has a whole limud, Rashi has a whole explanation how he learns that. We're not going to get into that now. But isn't this statement amazing? If you go ahead and you leave leket shechacha and peah for the poor, Kadosh Baruch Hu treats it's as if you've built the beis hamikdash and offered up karbanos. The Lubavitcher Rebbe asks a simple question. He says, I don't understand. Rashi doesn't make this statement by stam tzedakah. Rashi doesn't say, kol anosein tzedakah. Whoever goes ahead and gives charity, ma'alin alav kilu bona beis hamikdash, vehekriv alav karbanos besocho. If you give tzedakah, it's as if you built the beis hamikdash and you offered up karbanos inside of it. Torah doesn't say that. Rashi doesn't say that. So what's the pshat? In other words, leket, shechacha, and peah, these agricultural tithes, fall under the general umbrella of tzedakah, of charity. So why don't we say that any act of charity, any act of tzedakah, is as if you built the Beis Hamikdash and offered up karbanos inside? Why dafka? Why only leket, shechacha, and peah? And the Rebbe says something so beautiful. I want to quote you. He says, V'yeshlam, I'll tell you why. Shekain, leket, shechacha, upeah, somchim kitotza'a miyegia kapav shabal hasodeh. There is only one way to get leket, shechacha, and peah. You have to work. In other words, I have to have tilled the soil, or whatever goes into farming. I have to till the soil, I have to plant it, and I have to harvest it. The only way you get to the mitzvah of leket, shechacha, and peah is if you work the field. So if you put in the effort, you put in your effort, then you get to leket, shechacha, and peah. Look what he writes. V'ilu tzedakah. When it comes to general tzedakah, charity, giving money, yichol liyos mikesef shahanosein hirviach below ma'amatz gadol. Maybe you're giving tzedakah, maybe you're very charitable, and you have money, Baruch Hashem, to give, and it's incredible, giving incredible. But we know a person can make money without a lot of effort. Sometimes we see this in the world of people, Baruch Hashem, have incredible hatzlacha. You have like these two extremes. People who work incredibly hard, yet spend their lives always like financially catching up. And then other people who seemingly expend very little effort and Baruch Hashem, make a lot of money. So the Rebbe says, it's possible to have a lot of money even without a lot of effort. But it's not possible to have leket, shechacha, and peah without effort. Do you hear the distinction? Money for tzedakah could come, even a person, Baruch Hashem, is matzliach without that much effort. Leket, shechacha, and peah, the only way for that to happen is kitotza miyegia kapav shabala sadeh. So the Rebbe is saying is like this. The Rebbe is explaining Rashi. So Rashi is saying, Kadosh Baruch Hu says like this. If you put in a lot of effort for something, you put in a lot of work, Baruch Hashem, and after all of that effort that you expended, you're willing to take of your effort, of your payros, of your results, and you're willing to share that with another Yid? You're willing to share that with the Ani and the Ger? You're willing to do that? HaKadosh Baruch Hu says that is as if you built the Beis HaMikdash, and as if you went ahead and you offered up karbanos. Because Chavra, what is the beauty of a Beis HaMikdash? What, at the end of the day, we daven for it every single day. We yearn for it every single moment. I can't wait for Mashiach. I can't wait for the Bayis Shlishi. What are we yearning for? What is the power of the Beis HaMikdash? It's a shul. We have beautiful shuls, Baruch Hashem, beautiful Batei Medrash. The Beis HaMikdash is the Koach HaMa'achid. It is the glue that binds us together. Eretz Yisrael bring us together. Remember, we speak about this often. When Mashiach comes and we rebuild the third Beis HaMikdash, Emer Tashem Rabbi Yameinu, there's no multiple Batei Mikdash, right? There's not an Aguda Beis HaMikdash, a Young Israel Beis HaMikdash, a Haredi, a Tzioni. There's one Hashkama. There's just one Beis HaMikdash for everyone. The beauty of the Beis HaMikdash is it is the Koach HaMa'achid, it is the glue, it is the primary glue for Klal Yisrael. That's what we mourn. When we mourn the absence of the Beis HaMikdash, we mourn that lack of national cohesion that could only be engendered by a central address on Hara Bayis for the Ribono Shel Olam and Klal Yisrael. And therefore, again, what the Rebbe is saying is like this. When a person gives tzedakah, that's beautiful and that's incredible. But it's possible you didn't work that hard for something, for that money. So if you didn't work so hard for something and you give it away, it's not so hard to give it away. It's beautiful, but it's not so hard. But the farmer put in all of this effort to bring forth these crops. And then after they sprout, when in like a normal mindset, you say, okay, you worked, you put in the effort, now you take it home, you enjoy it, you use it for you use it for your family, for your friends, and now what are you going to do? You're leaving it in the field, right? You're leaving it in the field. When you know the halachas and you leave it in the field, you can't say, no, sorry, it's not for this ani, it's for that ani. It has to be for everyone. It has to be for everyone. So I put in all of this effort, and now, I'm leaving it for Klal Yisrael. Now I'm leaving it for the pauper I don't know, for the ger I don't know, for people maybe I have no shaykhs to, but I'm leaving it for them. Why? Because I care about them. Because Kosh Baruch Hu wants us to take care of one another. So therefore, what does Rashi say? Ma'alin alav, ki lubana beis hamikdash ve'ikriv karbanos v'socha. Wow. That level of achdos, that level of care and concern for the other, that's greatness. That's Beis HaMikdash. That's Beis HaMikdash-like behavior. What does it mean to be a Beis HaMikdash Jew? To be a Beis HaMikdash Jew is to be the kind of person who cares about other people. And not just the Jews in your family, and not just the Jews in your sphere of influence, and not just your friends, and not just your kehila, and not just your chevra, but to be the kind of person who cares about everyone. To take your efforts, to take your, the Rebbe says, Yegia Kapov, to take your efforts and then to share it with someone else, that's Beis HaMikdash behavior. That's Beis HaMikdash behavior. Such an incredible and overwhelming yesod. But I think the Rebbe is also teaching us another lesson, which is that, this expression of whenever you see in Chazal that when you do something, it's as if you've built the Beis HaMikdash. It's also Chazal's way of saying that this is like the pinnacle of accomplishment, right? Like, Kala Mesameach Chasan Lekala. You go ahead and you make a Chasan and Kala happy. Kilubana Achas Mechorvos Yerushalayim. It's as if you rebuilt one of the ruins of Yerushalayim. It's the way Chazal express, one of the ways that Chazal expressed, like, you've done something incredible. You've done something amazing. And perhaps also an additional lesson that Rashi HaKadosh is coming to teach us, and combined with the insight of the Rebbe, is that sometimes the greatest accomplishment you could have is when you work on something. There's a difference between leket shechacha and pei and stam tzedakah, as the Rebbe says. Stam tzedakah, you could have the money without any effort. Leket shechacha and pei only come about because of effort. In life, there are challenges we have that require a lot of effort, and then there are accomplishments that we could do that don't require a lot of effort. And that changes for each of us. And a lot of times in life, what we do is we play to our strengths and we focus on the low-lying fruit. What are the things that I could do? Where are the areas that I can make impact? What are the accomplishments that I could have without all that much effort? And we go for that. But then kind of like in the background are these other areas of my life and other areas of my personality and other areas of my persona that I really have to work on. I really have to work on. Like I need to affect change. I need to alter certain things. There are certain things I need to stop doing. There are certain things I need to start doing. So it's almost as if, like, in the world of accomplishment, personal accomplishment, there are two different forms of accomplishment. There's tzedakah accomplishment, and there's leket, shichacha, and peah accomplishment. Tzedakah accomplishment is the stuff that you could do with relatively little effort. It's not hard for me. It's not hard for me. Again, obviously I could be doing other things, but I could do this without all that much effort. Those are like tzedakah-like accomplishments. And then there are leket, shichacha, and peah accomplishments. Those are the things that need work. Those are the things that need effort. Those are the things, as we said, that really require, like, I need to change this. I need to stop this. I need to start this. Those are the leket, shichacha, and peah accomplishments. And Rashi HaKadosh is giving us chizuk. And Rashi saying, the leket, shichacha, and peah accomplishments of life are really difficult. But just know that if you bend your knee, you bend your shoulder, and you really get into it, and you're really willing to exert yourself, you're really, again, shekein leket, shichacha, peah, tzomchin kitotza miyagia kapov shabala soda. If you take your personal field of life, and you work it, and you're willing to plow it, you're willing to till it, and you're willing to plant, and you're willing to uproot certain things and plant other things, you're willing to do that, then the bracha is ki ilubana beis hamikdash v'hikriv alav karbanos b'socho. That's the pinnacle of accomplishment. The pinnacle of human accomplishment is not doing the stuff that's easy. The pinnacle of human accomplishment is doing the stuff that's difficult, doing the stuff that's challenging, doing the things that mamish, like, I don't want to do, but I know that I have to do it. Two different types of life accomplishments. Tzedakah accomplishments, low-lying fruit, don't require that much effort. Leket, shichacha, and peah accomplishments, a lot of work. Greatness comes when you're willing to work your field. Greatness comes when you're willing to affect tremendous change. And so it turns out, from this simple mitzvah in the Torah, from a beautiful yet seemingly straightforward Rashi, we emerge with two dramatic life lessons. When you are willing to give it to the other from your own efforts, from your hard work, and you're willing to say, I'm not just going to use it for me, I'm going to use it for the klal, whatever the it is, just know you've become a Beis HaMikdash Jew. And in life, there are two different sets of accomplishments. There are the things that we could do that are easy, which are beautiful and meaningful also. And then there's the hard work. Too often we just focus on the easy stuff and we avoid the hard personal work we have to do. Just know, if we find the courage to do the real work, to really till the personal soil, to work the personal sada, to work the personal field, then that's where true accomplishment. That's where binyan Beis HaMikdash, ki ilubana Beis HaMikdash, v'hikriv karbanos b'soch. And we should be zochem Meretz Hashem to internalize both of these lessons, to live both of these lessons, and in that zechus, may we truly be zocha to come back to our Beis HaMikdash, to rebuild our Beis HaMikdash, and in Meretz Hashem as one unified people, to offer up our karbanos. Wishing everyone a good night of Shabbos and a beautiful Shabbos Kodesh.